Okay, what's up everybody? Quick tutorial on the deadlift today. Couple things to go through so you can try it on your own. Before we do any movements, you need to remember that you need to be able to control your hips when doing a deadlift. So step one, can you rotate in and rotate out? This will be important because as you come down in the deadlift, you need to be able to rotate your hips back to keep your back flat. If you don't rotate back and you're inwardly rotated, you'll come down with a rounded back, which we obviously don't want. So, step one of the deadlift, never bend your knees first. Hips always go back. So, let's take a shoulder width stance. If you're too wide and you come down, your knees will tend to come in. For the traditional deadlift, we're going to take a shoulder width stance. Shoulder width stance, your grip, you're going to want it slightly wider than thighs. That way, if it's too close, you'll feel like you're hitting your knees. Go a little bit wider than your legs, about right there. For the purposes of what we're doing now, both hands can be overhand. If grip starts to become an issue, one over, one under. So, we're in a shoulder width stance. Rotating your hips back. Hips go back first. Think about a rope tied around your waist, pulling you back. Hips go back. As you're going back, you're twisting out your butt, keeping your back flat, hips back, then slowly bring down your torso through your thighs till you're down here. What you don't want to do is hips back, then start coming forward with your knees. Keep the hips back the whole time you go down, so you're always loading your heels, not your toes. Shoulder width stance, arms slightly wider than the knees, hips back, flat back. Bring your torso down and push it into your thighs. And all the way back up. So here's how it looks. Grip, about like so. Shoulder width, hips back, all the way up. Hips go back, keep the bar just in front of your shins. To the ground, back up. What we don't want to do is this. You don't want to squat too much and then drag it on your legs. If a squat is here, your deadlift is here. Squat, your deadlift. You should always feel like you're pulling back here. Sit back and lower. Don't squat. Sit back, come down. Any questions? Let me know.